PSG Football Club hid an advertising promo video on the club's official YouTube channel, urging fans to extend their season ticket for next season, after criticism from the team's striker Kylian Mbappe, RMC Sport reports. Recall that after the release of the video, Kylian Mbappe published a post on social networks, where he criticized the actions of the club, which made the French striker the central figure in the video. "No one informed me about the purposes of my conversation with the interlocutor, it was like a regular interview for the club. I do not agree with the publication of this video, that's why I'm fighting for the rights to my individual image. PSG is a great club and a big family, but it's not Kylian Saint, Germain," Mbappe responded. The Football Association of England, FA, has opened a case against Liverpool for inappropriate behaviour of Merseyside club players in the match of the 29th round of the English Premier League with Manchester City. The match took place on April 1 and ended with a crushing victory for Manchester City with a score of 4-1. In the middle of the first half, the Liverpool players surrounded the main referee of the meeting, Simon Hooper, demanding to show the second yellow card to the player of the Citizens, Rodri. Liverpool Football Club has been charged with the fact that the team's players surrounded an official representative at the 34th minute of the match. The club did not ensure the organised behaviour of the players during the game. Liverpool have until April 12 to respond, is an excerpt of the statement on the official website of the Football Association of England. Real Madrid striker Karim Benzema overtook Raul in goals for the Madrid club in the confrontation with Barcelona. In the second semi-final match of the Spanish Cup, Real Madrid defeated Barcelona with a score of 4-0. Karim Benzema scored a hat-trick in this game, thus. The Frenchman reached the mark of 16 goals for Real Madrid in El Clásico, and he surpassed the club legend Raul in this indicator, 15 goals, the leader in the number of goals scored in the matches between Real Madrid and Barcelona is the Argentine Lionel Messi. He hit the gates of Madrid 26 times. This season, Benzema has played 29 matches for Real Madrid in all competitions, in which he recorded 23 goals and made 5 assists. The Italian sports court has determined sanctions for Inter and Juventus players following the results of the first semi-final match of the Italian Cup, 1:1. Juventus Colombian midfielder Juan Cuadrado was disqualified for 3 matches and fined €10,000 for a fight after the final whistle with Samir Handanovic, who, in turn, received 1 match of disqualification and the same €10,000 fine. In addition, Inter striker Romelu Lukaku has been suspended for 1 match for inappropriate behavior on the football field. It is worth noting that all of the above disqualifications apply to Serie A matches as well. It was also decided to close the Juventus fan stand Cava Sud for 1 game. The assistant sports director of Inter, Dario Bocchin, received a fine of €20,000 for swearing at the chief referee. Chelsea interim coach Frank Lampard shared with reporters his opinion on his short-term contract and whether the agreement will be extended in case of success. "The name of my position speaks for itself, I don't want to guess, I want to work as well as I can, and then we'll see, to put it simply. It's not up to me to decide, I understand that these questions will be asked constantly, and I am looking at the situation soberly, it's important for me to keep it and concentrate, I'm looking forward to it," Lampard said at the pre-match press conference. Lampard's first meeting at the helm of Chelsea after returning to the club will be an away match of the 30th round of the Premier League with Wolverhampton. The Rome prosecutor's office has launched an investigation against Roma, Lazio and Salernitana due to possible financial fraud by the clubs, La Gazzetta dello Sport reports. The teams are suspected of inflating the transfer value of football players in the period from 2017 to 2021. This led to a fictitious capital gain. The offices of the clubs were searched and documents relating to transfers were seized. Earlier, 15 points were removed from Juventus Turin for such a violation. It should be noted that Salernitana until 2020 belonged to the president and owner of Lazio, Claudio Lotito. This season, Roma is 5th in the Serie A table, having scored 50 points in 28 meetings. Lazio is on the second line, having earned 55 points in 28 rounds. Salernitana is 15th, 28 points. Barcelona striker Robert Lewandowski revealed the reason for his departure from Bayern Munich last summer, saying that if he had stayed at the German club a little longer, he would have stopped enjoying football. Was Nagelsmann the reason for my departure from Bayern? No, at that moment. I just felt that I could have lost the joy of football if I had stayed in Munich longer. Of course, I would have continued to go to work anyway, but rather because it was a duty. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't want to have such feelings. It wouldn't be good for the club or for me. I always meant the option that I would play in another league. I stayed in Germany for a very long time, and I was curious to learn a new language and start developing myself. Sport Bild quotes Lewandowski as saying. A new direction of the transfer policy of the French PSG has become known, which will be followed by the football advisor of the team, Luis Campos, when selecting the squad for next season. This is reported by Le Parisien, according to the source. PSG will focus on acquiring young French players who are physically strong and mentally ready to adapt to the club. Among the players considered by Parisians are Eintracht striker Randall Colorado Muani and Nice and Monaco midfielders Kefren Thuram Julian and Youssouf Fofana. Earlier it became known that Campos wants to put pressure on a number of team players, in particular, defender Sergio Ramos and striker Lionel Messi, in order to persuade them to sign new contracts with the club. English Leicester aimed to acquire the Georgian goalkeeper of the Spanish Valencia Georgi Mamardashvili. This is reported on Twitter by an authoritative insider Fabrizio Romano, according to the source. The agent of the Georgian goalkeeper Levon Setrids was present at Leicester's match with Chelsea to discuss a possible move to the summer transfer window. Leicester are leading the race to sign Mamardashvili. Mamardashvili, 22, has been playing for Valencia since 2021. The Georgian goalkeeper took part in 31 matches of the Bats in all tournaments this season, in which he conceded 36 goals and left his goal intact 7 times. The Transfermarkt portal estimates the player at €25 million. The president of the Italian Monza, former Prime Minister of Italy Silvio Berlusconi has leukemia, reports Corriere della Sera. Yesterday, on April 5, it became known that the 86-year-old politician was hospitalized due to problems with the cardiovascular system and respiratory failure. He is in the intensive care unit. This hospitalization was Berlusconi's second in the last few days. It is noted that leukemia was detected in the politician during the first visit to the clinic. Recall that Berlusconi owned Milan from 1986 to 2016, and in 2018 he acquired Monza. The politician is the leader of the Forward Italy party, and he also served as Prime Minister of Italy 3 times, 1994, 2001 to 2006, and 2008 to 2011. Manchester United is interested in acquiring Korean central defender Kim Min-jae from Napoli. The Sun reports, the contract of the football player prescribes the amount of compensation in the amount of €48 million, but the Neapolitan club wants to bind him with a new contract, in which it will increase the clause to €90 million. At the moment, 2 other Premier League clubs, Liverpool and Tottenham, are competing for the Korean football player, in addition to Manchester United, according to the source. Kim Min-jae is interested in joining the camp of any English grandee.